Yeah, yeah. Give me a second here. Give me a second. That's better. All right. We are live on YouTube. The sun is starting to go down. We've got about maybe 45 minutes to an hour of daylight. And I'm out and about on another walk. Another walk with purpose, episode number 761. I think I made a mistake the other day and I said like 669 instead of 769. And Miss Tiffy over there ridiculed me for it. Yeah, Tiff, sue me for getting my episode number wrong because I've been a little tired. Because I've been working my ass off lately, doing a bunch of things, to better my life, my girlfriend's life, and the life of many others online with what I do out here. AZ Prod, how's it going, brother? AZ Prod, I know you're on top of it. I'm sure you saw Robert Reese's video, and you've seen what Des Jerome Jr. has been talking about. Man. Prod, I think you know exactly where I'm going with this one, huh, Prod? AZ Prod, that is. Here's the thing. Hey, Tia, how you doing? Tia, you missed the earlier show. You can catch the replay if you'd like. How's it going, Tia? I hope your day is going well. I saw Dennis live and the pics of Christina. Oh my God, no disrespect. Like, I'm not trying to be shameful here. I'm not trying to shame her. I mean, but whoa, my God. Oh, oh God. Oh man. Let's just say my assessment of Christina was spot on. The Coach Eli intuition is stellar. It's extremely accurate and dependable. And I say that with the utmost humility possible. It was kind of a down day. I'm better now. Well, Tia, did you reach out to the ladies in the support group? Feel free to reach out to that group, and you've got Dawn in there, you've got Sandra Palacio and Queen Helen Casey for now, and more good women to come. And you know what? You have my support, Tia. If that matters, I mean, I know it matters, but I know when the ladies get together, it's a different vibe. You know what I mean? But I hope you're doing better. You deserve nothing but the best, Tia. You're a phenomenal person. And you are above all this stupid, pointless drama out here on YouTube. Catfishing. And people selling their souls to pretend to trash talk somebody, right? Like what Tiff did, or what she's been doing. And then we got this Christina, Real Talk Christina. I don't know if you ever heard of her. I don't think you were around. You might have been around a little bit for the Real Talk Christina thing. But if we go back to earlier on the beginning of this year, that's when it was really a big thing. Real Talk Christina was working very closely with another content creator from the gig economy named Dennis Jerome Jr., who's now called the Amazing Hustler. And boy, Dennis allowed Christina to basically control his channel. I think she even had manager access to his channel. And I think that she was using Dennis's account to block people on my channel. I believe that Christina, Real Talk Christina, was the rogue mod using Dennis's wrench, which it's been removed since that point. I've heard of her but never listened to her. Okay. AC Pride, I was going to say that, brother. You were spot on and triggered her beyond belief. Oh, yeah, I triggered the shit out of her. But here's the thing. I'm not out here to try to intentionally trigger the shit out of people. I just call it as I see it. I'm raw and real, and I've got stellar intuition for a man. Typically, most men do not have the intuition at the level I do. I have the male version of women's intuition. And I say that with respect, ladies. And yeah, I heard her whole story. And I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on? Like, there's something not right about this. This woman is spending all night on late night live streams with Dennis Jerome Jr. She never shows her face. She's showing this picture on StreamYard with, low cut, cleavage showing, right? And then you have Dennis Jerome Jr., who's white knighting for this Christina when we come on her panel. Oh, sorry, when we would come on Dennis's panel, I mean. He would white knight for Christina. And I'm like, dude, why are you white knighting for this woman? She's a married woman. You have a girlfriend. At least he had a girlfriend during that time. I think Dennis and his girlfriend broke up. AZ Prod, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you know the story more than me. I haven't totally kept up with Dennis. A little bit here and there. But when I started to see the recommended videos on the Catfish Christina the Catfish, I'm like, oh my God. And then I saw Robert Reese's video. And I skimmed through some of Dennis's live stream.
What's up, live stream?
And I saw the picture of Christina. There was one, maybe there's more. I was like, oh my God. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm not trying to shame Christina. But literally, she's at least 100 pounds overweight. Would you say it's a fair assessment, AZ Prod, that she appears at least 100 pounds overweight? Now, there's more to life than looks, right? There's more to life than looks, right? But if you meet a woman and she gains 100 pounds while you're with her, I mean, that's not the same person. That becomes a very unhealthy way of living, let alone a very unattractive way of living. Sounds about right. She used a lot of filters. Do you think those pictures, or the picture of her on StreamYard, was her at some point, or was a recent picture of her with a lot of filters, like you said, to make her look slimmer? Right? Okay, hang on a second. I gotta mute this. All right, we're back live. We're back live. Can you folks hear me? One in the chat, if you can hear me, put a one in the chat, please. I've been saying she was using filters. That says GLM. I'm pretty sure it was a heavily edited recent picture. Yeah, because there are similarities between her actual heavyset picture and the picture that she uses on StreamYard and her channel as her channel icon. Now, there's a lot more to say here than the fact that she catfished Dennis, okay? So first of all, Dennis, I hope this is a lesson learned that in your late 30s, you never let anyone control you in that way, male or female, but especially a woman. You never let a woman control you in that way, dude. You never, ever, ever let that happen. I still think you're a good guy, Dennis, but honestly, dude, well, I'm going to wait because somebody is. I'm going to go the other way because somebody's just waiting over there. And they're not walking further. And I don't want to run in front of them with my camera. They're a younger kid. So let's just go over here, okay? Dennis, as a man, you have to understand something. This is with no disrespect to women. You are the prize, Dennis. You got to think of yourself as the prize. And you got to let the women chase you. You don't chase women. You never, ever chase women. Because Dennis and all other men, when you chase a woman, you chase them right out of your life. Because chasing a woman comes off very weak, needy, desperate, and insecure to the woman. It's the truth of the matter. You can show your interest. Say, hey, you seem pretty cool. You want to hang out sometime? And then she'll say, are you asking me on the date? I just want to hang out, see where it goes. Be cool about it. Don't force it, right? You got to leave a little mystery, right? If you show a woman all of your cards right away, it's game over, right? I remember her saying she wasn't fat. She is morbidly obese. Oh my God. GLM, how did you find out about this? Did you find out about it through me putting out my live stream event, or did you go to Robert Reese's channel, or how did you find out about it, GLM? Yeah, so that's the first thing. The first lesson here. This is going to be a coaching lesson. Okay, this is not unsolicited advice. This is just good advice in general for anyone in the same situation. Dennis, you got to be a man, and you can't chase women, and you don't white knight for a woman, especially a woman you're not with. Now, I've been with Dawn for almost 3 years, and I still don't white knight for her, but I stand up for her when it's warranted. If other people are coming at her in dumb ways, I'll stand up for her. But the problem is when you guys stand up for women that don't deserve being stood up for, that's a problem. Christina owned you, Dennis. Christina played you like a fucking fiddle and a flute. She played you. And many of us good dudes that wanted to work with you, including myself, that could have helped you grow a lot more, you basically kicked us to the curb over this woman. And now you're probably sitting back and thinking, Dennis, oh, I fucked up. Yes, you did, Dennis. You did. And I'll tell you this, you're in your late 30s. For a man at your age to make that mistake, that's pretty sad. But I hope you learn from it this time, Dennis. You see, Dennis, the mistakes that you are making now in your late 30s, I stopped making those mistakes in my late 20s. So you're like 10 years behind the curve, bro. I hope, and now everybody learns at different points in their life. But most dudes, by the time they hit their late 20s or early 30s, they figure this out and they don't let women play them like a fucking fiddle anymore, right? And when men get in their early 30s, they're making decent money and they become more attractive to women in their 20s, right? You become the catch, right? Now, on the flip side, Christina, I was absolutely right about her. You met your man 8 years ago. You probably looked a lot better. You probably looked closer to how your picture looks on StreamYard and your channel icon on YouTube, right? Here on YouTube, right? So what happened? What happened that made you gain 100 pounds? I'm being honest. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying, what happened? Why don't you make some content, Christina, and share with everyone what happened? And then take some action for your health and the sake of your kids that need you to be around. Because at your weight, as you get older, you increase your chance for type 2 diabetes and an early grave. You're asking for an early grave. So instead of trying to catfish Dennis because you're lonely and miserable because your husband won't sleep with you because you gained 100 pounds, that's the truth of the matter, right? And trying to get with Dennis and try to prove to Dennis that you're this hot chick, which you're not. Instead of doing all that, maybe you should think, okay, I'm a grown-ass woman, and there's something not right here. I have let myself go. I have let myself go to the point of where I'm at a very unhealthy weight level. I could die younger, which could cause grief to my kids and my family and other people that care about me, right? You should have thought about it in that way. And then said, okay, here's what I'm going to do to get back to a healthy weight level. I'm going to exercise 5 days a week for an hour or two each day. I'm going to cut my calories down to 1,500 instead of probably 3,000 or 4,000 or more that you eat every day. I'm going to cut out all the sweets, all the sodas, all of that. Drink more water, eat more proteins, etc. Eat more healthy food, vegetables, etc. Right? Instead of using your brain to do the right thing for your family, you chose to go supposedly try to hook up with some dude on YouTube because your husband stopped sleeping with you. You try to make it appear like he's the problem. And no, he wasn't the problem. You're the problem. The problem is within yourself and how you see yourself. And how insecure you are within yourself. Everything I said. Oh, it's popcorn because it's all. This is coaching. This is real-time coaching, baby. Okay? Because I was spot on about this many months ago. And I got blasted for this. You know what? Now, proof's in the pudding. Coach Eli's right again. Coach Eli's right again. Honestly, Christina, you should be ashamed of yourself, not because you're overweight, because of how you tried to hide it, how you tried to lead people to believe you were somebody you're not. That's the worst fucking thing you can do, is try to lead people to believe you're something that you're not. Because eventually, the truth will come out. Right? The truth will come out like it did. The truth will always come out. And you know what they say, Christina? The truth shall set you free, right? Jigwalk. Shame, 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 Christina. You know your name. You know who she is, right, Jigwalk? Tia's like, look at all that cake and ice cream, and I'm hungry. Yeah, Elias said, this is great coaching. It is. It absolutely is. Please, everyone, smash that thumbs up. I saw it on Robert Reese, says GLM. Yeah. GLM says, how could Christina talk all that mess about what I look like? This is like Dale talking shit about what people. Are you talking about? Oh, are you talking about that woman? You're talking about Fire Ice Witch, right? Is that when you say Dale? Is that who you're talking about? Fire Ice Witch back from the days. I used to call her, Fire Ice. Something that rhymes with her witch name that starts with a B. Fire Ice B, right? Hey, GLM, I've been around these streets on YouTube I know everybody. I know all these mofos and all these 304s, right? You know what the 304s are? We got a Tia. Do you know what a 304 is? 304s. I can't stop laughing at how despicable some people behave on this platform. How despicable. Oh, Tia, somebody tell Tia what a 304 is. Hey, Lucy, how you doing? Welcome back. It's great to see you. Lucy, yeah, we got more breaking news on another woman that I was talking about many months ago, and she caused major issues, and she basically got caught with her pants down, figuratively speaking. She got caught catfishing another creator. I called her out on this many months ago. Spot on assessment. I knew it. I just knew it. I felt it. There's something wrong, right? If you're a happily married person, male or female, you're not going to spend most of your nights in the middle of the night on YouTube live streams with other men, especially, a young man like Dennis Jerome Jr., right? Oh, GLM got it there. Tia's like, oh, geez, yeah. Yeah, all of these 304s and Bs and all of these beta males, they all expose themselves eventually, right? They all expose themselves for who they really are, right? But here's the thing, right? How about in the future, or for anyone that's thinking about coming out on YouTube or social media and trying to build something, how about just come out and be yourself? No matter what you look like, right? And here's the thing. If you're obese or overweight, how about come out on YouTube and start a channel to track your weight loss journey, and people will tune in and watch that, right? There's some good advice right there. Don't come out here and pretend to be this very attractive woman when behind the curtain, I mean, you're obese. Eventually, you're going to be exposed. And if you ever expected a guy like Dennis to meet you in person and accept you looking different than your picture, then you're out of your mind. That's called catfishing. That's the worst thing you could do to anybody. Men do it too, but more so women. Women are notorious at catfishing. And the reason why women get away with it more is because men are very beta nowadays. A lot of men are very beta, and they'll go on a dating app or a dating site, and they'll see a woman's face, right? They'll if women don't show you full body pictures, you got to question that, or just don't respond to them, right? You see, a lot of women will just focus on the face. I got a cute face, and I got a low cut V cut, shirt that shows big cleavage, right? Because typically thicker women have bigger boobs, right? Okay, so they focus on the cute face, all dolled up with makeup, right? And then they push up their boobs, right? And then they get you sucked in on that, right? But they don't show you what's below their chest, right? They don't show you their waist or below that, right? Guys, you got to have some common sense, right? A lot of distractions at the park today, man. We've got loud cars revving up their engines. Just a lot of distractions, I'm trying to keep it together. But yeah, I mean, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. Anyone that's not afraid to to show you or tell you who they really are, they're not going to try to hide anything. They're not going to crop pictures. They're going to send you full body pictures. They're going to answer your questions honestly. They're not going to get triggered when you call them out. Like I called out Christina many months ago, and I didn't call out Christina. I wasn't giving Christina unsolicited advice. I was basically just saying something ain't right here. Something isn't right, right? Because I'm also the kind of person that will stand up for people that I feel are being taken advantage of. And I knew Dennis was being taken advantage of. Dennis, if you ever get a hold of this or somebody sends you here, reach out to me by email. We could talk. Heck, Dennis, I might try to make an appearance on one of your panels next time you go live. Because I actually think you're a great guy. I think you have a great future potential of making something big out here on YouTube. All right? But from this point on, dude, you got to focus on controlling your own journey. You can't let some married woman that supposedly looks like her picture, which she ended up not looking like her picture, you can't let just some random woman on the internet control you and your channel, dude. How the hell did you let that happen in your late 30s, dude? How? I mean, most guys have enough dating experience by the time they hit their late 20s or early 30s to be able to identify this. And you, God, dude, wow. You had a girlfriend also, and she's married, right? And that's what made the whole thing even more surreal, man. This whole thing was surreal. Like what this tells me is that there are a lot of unhappy and miserable people in this world, and a lot of them come out on YouTube to sulk in their fucking misery, right? Instead of trying to do something to better yourselves, right? If you're overweight, go on a diet, lose weight, exercise, focus on that, right? If you're in an unhappy marriage or relationship, try to assess why you feel it is that way. My assessment about you, Christina, was it's all your fault. You let yourself go. You let yourself go to gain all that weight, right? To forget about the looks, the aesthetics. Think about your health and what that's going to do for your kids, like I mentioned earlier. Now, granted, I saw your picture, and I'll tell you this. I'm not trying to be rude, but if I was your man, I wouldn't be sleeping with you anymore because I would have lost all that physical attraction because you basically lost faith in yourself. You let yourself go because you lost respect and faith in yourself, right? You see, when anyone lets themselves go that far, like here's the thing. People are going to gain and lose weight all the time, right? You're going to have people that might gain 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds. But if you let it go beyond that, like if it goes beyond that, if you don't start to realize that you're putting on some weight, once you gain 20, 30, or 40 pounds and you don't take action to try to turn it around, and then you keep gaining weight, then you're 100 pounds overweight, then it's your fault. Then it's just saying, I don't give a shit about myself, right? And if you don't give a shit about yourself, then why should anyone give a shit about you? Why should your husband, and it's the same thing for men. If you're married to a thin woman and you gain a lot of weight as a man, it's the same thing. If you stop caring about yourself and stop taking care of yourself, then why should your partner care anymore, right? She accidentally turned on her camera during a live stream panel. Is that what it was? How do you know she's married? She lies about everything. Because she is married. She is actually married. She is. It was a crazy mess. A married woman took control of his online life, all while having a girlfriend. I know. I know. To be fair, that heavily filtered pic wasn't good looking. It wasn't, but I'll tell you this. That heavily filtered pic looked a lot better than her exposing herself and turning on her camera by mistake. So that's how they found out about her, right? So she basically turned on her camera by mistake and she doxed herself. Wow. Oh, wow. Good Lord, man. The betas love that heavily filtered pic. They do. She is married, overweight, and cucking her husband. That I couldn't have said it better myself. Oh my God. Oh man. What a doubleheader today here on Coach Eli too. First, we got Tiffany, who's got a great man with all the money in the world. He's a good dude, right? And she takes advantage of him and takes him for granted, right? And then comes out here and accepts, payment from a guy named Silicone Jo, specifically paying her to attack me, right? I'm gonna wait. There's some people coming. So we go from that. There's one Karen to another Karen. Like seriously, these are two. If you think these are two Karens, if you think Tiff and and Tiff and Christina are both Karens, put a 1 in the chat. If you think Tiff and Christina are both Karens, these are like world-class Karens. They are. I don't like using the phrase Karen, but now I'm beginning to more so get it. Absolutely 1, says AZ Prod. Tia says 1. Lucy says 1. Jigwalk 1. Yup. Karen Supremes. It's just you got to be yourself, folks. I mean, look, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I have my moments. Some days I'm dressed better than others. Like right now, I need to trim my beard again. I got gray, coming out again. But I'm not going to let that stop me from going on camera and doing my show. I've learned to accept myself for who I am. And it's not that I don't care at all what people think about me, but I really, for the most part, don't give a shit about what anyone thinks about me. You got to have that attitude of the only opinion of yourself that really matters is your own, right? The only opinion of yourself that really matters is your own. And, I've said that many times, and people say, yeah, I agree with that, Eli, but you don't live it. You don't live it because when I've given you my opinion about things you've done, you get triggered. If you actually were okay with my opinions, you'd be like, yeah, you're right. I get it. Hey, it's not that I'm trying to be right. I'm just trying to help everyone live a more happy and prosperous life, right? Another thing on a side note, right? I thought I had blocked everyone. For the most part, I did, but I forgot to block one of JB Gunner's accounts. He's hidden on the channel, but I hadn't Google blocked him yet, right? So he tagged me in a posting, and JB Gunner was saying that, I'm moving, my Eli content's going to be on like Twitter X or these other platforms, right? So, like, I really care, JB. YouTube's Hollywood, right? YouTube's like the new Hollywood, right? Hollywood Junior, right? So, if you want to go on other platforms and bring your audience there and trash talk me in the same ways you have for the last 6 years and regurgitate the same shit over and over again, dude, then be my guest. I really don't give a shit what you do off of YouTube. If you do it on YouTube, different story. But if you have to go and put it somewhere else, that speaks for itself, right? Also, you don't want to risk losing your monetized channel and your new channels because you're also circumventing JB because you've been shut down many times on this platform. Like, everybody's circumventing on this platform except for me. Now, I'm not saying anyone else here because most people here don't actually have a channel or create content usually, right? But is it ironic that pretty much all these people that have come at me, Tiff and the Legion people and all of them are circumventing. They've all been removed from the YouTube partner program many times, and they've all had channels shut down, right? It just says a lot to me. It says a lot to me about their work ethic, their morals, values, and ethics, and the type of people they are, and the lack of self-love they have, right? You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, Eli, you're boring. Eli, you have no content without drama. Eli, this and that." No, I got plenty of content. See, here's the thing. I can integrate my life coaching lessons into your drama, because I'll tell you what, the people that need the most help with life coaching are the people that are creating drama. You folks need the most help. So I'd be doing the public a disservice if I didn't respond to some of your drama and call you out on your piss poor behaviors, right? So hopefully you can learn a lesson and better yourselves. But if you don't learn the lesson, somebody else listening or watching will hear your story and learn the lesson before they make the same mistake or mistakes you have, right? Your point about her mental instability was 100. Oh yeah, no, Tiffany's she's mentally unstable. She is delusional. She's gonna laugh about it, right? See, Tiff, I'm cool, calm, and collected. I'm taking another walk today. A walk with purpose. Episode number 771. Right? I think I got it right today. 771. Right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Right? And see, here's the thing, Tiff. If you had other content besides trash talking me, then show us what you got. Show us the type of content you have. Talk about, Tiff, how about you talk about your life, like I said on my earlier stream here. Talk about your life and your experiences, right? Talk about what you're struggling with and what you're trying to do to better yourself. I bet you'd get a lot more respect from people and your audience would grow even bigger, right? But here's the thing. You wouldn't talk about it. You know why? Because you don't think you're doing anything wrong. You're not holding yourself accountable. So, if you're not going to hold yourself accountable and realize that your behavior is shitty and what you're doing is just not good, then there's nothing to talk about. There's no lesson to teach because you're not willing to accept responsibility for your actions in the first place, right? Right? It's been one hell of a day out here on YouTube. And my day started off, I had to go run a bunch of errands for Don and I. I found another great deal on dog food at Petco. We didn't need dog food. We already had two full backup bags, but I got 2 more bags because I got a hell of a deal. Pretty much got them at half off. That's why you got to sign up for all the email lists, folks, and go through your emails because sometimes, every so often, a few times a year, every company that you do business with, that you buy products through, is going to have a massive sale. And even if you don't need a particular item like dog food, dry dog food is non-perishable. It'll last for a very long time. Even if you don't need it right away, you're going to need it at some point. And if you can get it half off right now, why not buy it now instead of full price when you run out and you need it desperately, right? You got to think ahead, right? Those are other things I try to teach people. Get on the email list. and buy things in advance before you run out of stock of things you constantly use, and buy them when the big sales come, and you'll get hit with those big sales through your email. I didn't expect to go to PetSmart today, but I did. Now, to get the special, I had to go in the store and pick it up, but what's wrong with that? All right? I don't have to get everything shipped. I'm not lazy. I drove down to the store. It was a couple miles away. Picked it up. It's all good. I just asked Jack when I need dog food. Well, he's a good guy. Then he helps you out, huh? Chickbox, she has nothing to talk about, so she leeches off of your content. That's true. That's true. Christina told me I can't say the N-word, and she wants proof that I am African American to say the N-word. It's unreal. Oh boy. Oh man. So what's the next move, Christina? What are you going to do? Are you going to pretend like this didn't happen? Are you going to come out and apologize to everyone that you attacked? Right? Are you going to leave YouTube? You had a community posting yesterday, and I think you did a stream yesterday. I haven't listened to it. Probably won't. Not worth my time. But what are you going to do? You know what the best thing is to do at this point, Christina? It's to come out and say, you know what? I'm sorry for lying about what I look like and who I am. I've been going through some things in my life, and I just was ashamed of what I was going through. I let myself go because of these things. And because of that, my husband lost attraction for me and hasn't slept with me for the longest time, which made me feel the need to go out and try to get some kind of loving elsewhere.
I watch all your videos. Can I have a picture with you?
Nope, I can't do. All right, we're back live. I swear to God, man, those kids are ridiculous. Same kids from the other day. I told them they couldn't come on. This dude tries to photobomb me, right? Or live stream bomb me, however you want to call it. God, have some respect, man. Tia with the $50 super. Oh my God, Tia, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, Tia, what? Oh God, Tia. Tia, you and Lucy. Lucy donated earlier. Jesus, Tia. Holy Moses, Tia, that's a lot of freaking money. God. Well, I guess Don's bills are getting paid. They're going to get paid this month and next month. I mean, oh my God, Tia, thank you so much. Let me take a moment to hit the heart there. Oh my God, Tia, that's Jesus Christ. This has become like the Tia and Lucy show, or the Lucy and Tia show. Well, folks, here's the thing. If Lucy and Tia continue to donate at that level, I'm going to have to make content according to their wishes, because they're going to probably end up becoming like official sponsors, and they're going to start controlling the content out here. Got to stay ahead. You're welcome. Oh, God, Tia. Yeah, Tia, in the future, if you're having a day where you need some good support, please reach out to the group or reach out to Don. Don will be there for you. Look, we've got some good people here where we're gonna build upon a positive network of men and women here, and we're gonna take YouTube by storm. We're gonna clean up YouTube and make it a more positive place like it used to be, right? Because that's one of my big intentions there. You know what I'm saying? And we got to start with a core group of people. That's how you build something. You start with a foundation, right? You start with a good core group of people, right? We've got that. But Tia, thank you again for your $50 super chat. And again, you're connected with us now. You gotta, don't. You should feel free to reach out anytime. Now, Dawn had difficulty. You wrote her a message in the group, the women's group yesterday, and I have to read it for Dawn. She got back to you, but I don't think she understood it in the right context because, she can't see that well until we get, her blurred vision taken care of, and we're waiting for a major appointment to get it taken care of. It's quite a lengthy wait. We're on a wait list. But yeah, if you want to send voice messages to her, she can get those and respond to you much easier. Lucy says, Eli, I think you've got a great group of people here now. Yeah, Lucy, I'd have to agree with that. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. We just went from 70 to 42 people, now to 37 people. Like, what? This is weird. How in the world do you go from 70 to 30 people just like that? Someone wants a piece of the action, huh? Someone wants a piece of the action, right? Because you're getting out YouTube by Coach Eli, huh? And I don't even want to say that. Like, I don't, I'm a humble person, which is what I'm trying to say, but these people see, oh, Eli's got the big audience now. He's got the big topic. He's talking about something that makes sense. Let's cut in here, right? So be it. Look at these numbers go down. So who's live right now? Is it Tiff? Somebody tell me right now. Is it Tiffany that's going live? So all the people from Tiff's camp that were here are now going to her camp, huh? All the Karens are leaving here and going back to the Karen land, Karenville, right? Tiff, your channel, you should name your channel Karenville. Karenville, USA. Yeah. Tia, thank you so much for your $50 super chat, and thank you for your $99.99 super chat earlier, Lucy. And then we had some cold D case with two $2 super chats trolling for a total of $4. Thank you again. I'll let Dawn know when I get home, Tia, and I know she's going to be grateful, just like she was with the other ones from earlier. Yeah, Lucy, yeah, we've got, we seem to have a decent group of people here right now, both men and women, which is great. It's a combination of both, right? And that's what I've wanted to build. Initially, I'll tell you, when I started this coaching business, like literally 85% of my audience was men and 15% was women. And then it flipped. When I left the MGTOW community, it flipped, right? It went to like 65% women, 35% men. Now it's about even. Now it's like almost exactly even. And I'm like, shit, okay, that's a good sign, because that's what we want. We don't want this to be just about men or just about women. We want this to be about everyone. But we can also create groups outside of the co-ed group for men only and women only. And it's not a competition. It's just that there are certain things that women feel more comfortable discussing with women. And there are certain things that men feel more comfortable discussing with men, right? Now we're back up to 50. This is surreal, man. Like these numbers are like, it's like, whoa. I don't even know what to say anymore, man. I don't know. Let's see. T.S. I have to agree with Lucy. This is a good group. I was looking for a community that was a safe place where you could talk and it was real. Not all the drama. I couldn't take that anymore. So, Tia, did you say that you were initially part of the Krama community? Or the true crime community, which they later dubbed it to Krama, which is the combination of true crime and drama. You know, it was funny. Like a year and a half ago or so, I started hearing this Krama term. I was like, what the fuck is Krama? Oh, well, you don't know what Krama is, dude? No, what the hell is Krama? They're like, well, it's the true crime community, but then you have all these women who create a lot of drama, so we just call it Krama. And I hit myself on the head. I'm like, oh shit, man. This is just another ridiculous name, right? This is ridiculous, man. But I now understand why it's been called the Krama community, because I'm not saying this about all the creators. There are some really good creators in the true crime community. I think Granny's Watching Jess is one of them. I respect her. She's been very supportive. I personally think GW has the best true crime. Yeah, we said at the same time, Lucy. You're right. You're absolutely right. I have a lot of respect for Jessica. And even when you got banned by the Rogue Mod, which now I know is the Dennis Jerome Jr. channel that Christina had access to. You know who banned you, Lucy? It was Christina. Real Talk Christina banned you with Dennis Jerome Jr.'s mod wrench, because I had removed all the other Rogue mods, and then I removed Dennis Jerome Jr. as a mod, and then boom, no other issues since, right? But you're right. You're right. Granny's Watching Jessica. Very smart woman. Takes good care of herself. She's healthy. She's an attractive woman. She's got a couple kids. I think she's single. She should find herself a good man. She will. She'll find herself a good man that will accept her kids. And she's doing well. And she's making good money. And look, her real content is good. And when she talks drama, she's good too. She knows how to call people out. Right? Mad respect for her. Mad respect. Bad, Christina, bad. TS has started true crime back in the Critical K days. Then it all went Krama. Yeah, that's what I heard, Tia. It used to be pretty good. And then it all went to Krama drama, right? Because the women started to see, okay, if we start talking shit about people, trashing other people, right? Then we're going to get more views. People will tune in for the shit show, right? And honestly, I don't like the shit show. I don't. I really don't. But a lot of people say, oh, Eli, you talk drama all the time. You're drama. No. You people come at me first. I don't instigate anything. You guys have instigated everything. All I've done is defended myself after trying to ignore you folks for a while. And then when you don't stop, I'm like, okay, they're making money off my name. Now I got to talk about them. Now I got to call it out. And then we'll incorporate it into a life coaching lesson, right? That's what we'll do. Right? But what I'm hoping, Tia and Lucy and AZ Prod and anyone else that's here right now, GLM, anyone else, right? Who else is here right now? Jig Walk and anyone else that I missed. What I'm hoping is my earlier stream will get through to those Karens, those Krama Karens over there in Tiff's audience, right? And they'll start to realize, you know what, this is stupid. Why are we just, bashing some guy that doesn't even talk about us? Like we don't know what happens in his home. Like he's just trying to do a good thing. Like I never talk about these women. The only times I talk about them is when they talk about me. This Mel chick I was talking about earlier, I didn't even know who the hell she was. She's talking about me like she's known me for years. I'm like, I don't even know who you are, but you're talking about me like you've known me for a long time. And then you're trying to give me advice about how to handle my girlfriend and her medical conditions. You don't even know what's going on. All you've done is heard what, Tiff and other people on your end have said. And most of what they've said has been taken way out of context to get you ladies there to stir up the pot and get you to donate, right? That's all it boils down to. Anyway, we are at 56 minutes. I'm about to wrap this up in about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm only doing 2 laps today. I'm almost done with my second lap. I'm about to head back to the parking lot. Real talk, Christina. I'm going to throw this out here, okay? I'm going to see how much of a real person and real woman you are. If you want to be a real person, redeem yourself, and have an opportunity to make things right on YouTube, I'm open to coming on your channel and talking with you one-on-one, along with Dennis Jerome Jr. and some other people. I'm open to having another conversation with you. And I'm going to see if you're going to apologize for being a liar, a flat-out liar. You flat-out lied because of your massive insecurities, right? Or inadequacies that you think you have, right? I mean, you guys had me come on Dennis Jerome Jr.'s panel, and you tried to get me to apologize, and I think I kind of apologized at that point. I said, hey, look, if I offended you with anything I said, then I'm sorry. Even though I knew I wasn't wrong. But now, you've proven I wasn't wrong. So, are you going to apologize for being a liar? Or are you just going to move on like nothing happened? Or are you going to leave the platform? What are you going to do? I'm offering you a chance to make it right. And this could be a good exposure opportunity for you and for me, for both of our channels and Dennis Jerome Jr.'s channel. This is a great exposure opportunity for lots of people. But will you do the right thing, Christina? Will you? Or are you just going to let it, right off into the sunset? Because I don't know. If I was you, listen, I don't have any shame, Christina. But even though I have no shame, if I was in your shoes, I would probably be ashamed of myself. I would. I'd be ashamed of the lie on top of a lie on top of a lie I kept on putting out there. Just because I'm miserable in my marriage. My husband stopped paying attention to me because I stopped taking care of myself. Now we all know. So now, are you going to own it? Or are you going to continue to just say, hey, I don't owe anyone anything? Well, technically, you really don't owe us anything. But at the same time, if you're going to lie to us and not apologize, then you might as well kiss any chance of having that YouTube career goodbye. You might as well just say, I'm canceled and I'm done. Tia says, then that comment in your comment section alone, I think you know what you're doing. Hello, Twisted Fate. Are you talking about the comment I made to you, Tia? I hope your message does get through to those Karens. I doubt it, bro, but hey, you know what? I only hope for the best, right? All I can do is hope for the best, right? Hope for the best, right? Hi, Twisted Fate, says Tia. Let me see here if I missed any messages here. Let me see here. Christina is the N-word police. That's funny. I thought Team YouTube is the N-word police. Well, that's N-word with a hard R, right? You know what's funny, GLM? I'll say this. People have played out the N-word so much on YouTube that like it's really not even derogatory anymore. Even the African Americans are like, you want to call me the N word with a hard R, then I guess I'm an N word with a hard R, right? Like even even the African American people are like, shit, we'll just own it. Screw all of you. You can call us whatever you want, and we'll just laugh in your face, right? That's what I love about the black people that just don't they just laugh at the people that call them that, right? It's been so played out, man. Even JB Gunner played it out. Like there's no more JB Gunner and Robert Reese shows going on, right? Like that got played out too. You know, both Robert and JB thought, oh, that's going to be a smash hit. No, everyone's already been there and done that in so many communities. Like you guys are not doing anything new. You guys are not doing anything different at all. At all. No, the one above. Oh, Al-Anon? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, isn't Al-Anon short for Alcoholics Anonymous? Yeah, you know, there that Tiffany and that other group of Karens over there, you know, they're trying to get me to get more involved with that and get Dawn more involved with that. And we've got the best care. Dawn just had her therapy appointment today. She has them on Mondays. And then a couple times a month she has, you know, her psychiatrist appointment. And Dawn's just doing fantastic, you know. The only thing we're still working on is trying to rebuild her appetite. She's been on an appetite stimulant medication for the last for the last 3 weeks. It's starting to work a little bit better, but it's very hard to find. A lot of the pharmacies, like CVS and Rite Aid, and even what do you call it, Walgreens, they don't carry it. So you got to call around and see who has that medication. And she's getting low, so I got to look into it this week. But it's, you know, when you've had some complications as you've gotten older, it takes a little time to get back on track. And no, Dawn's been doing great. She's just getting a lot of rest. She's getting a lot of rest, and she's staying out of drama. Staying out of family drama and staying out of YouTube drama. I'm proud of her. Like, I told her, listen, babe, let me handle the YouTube BS drama. There's always going to be drama in all aspects of life. Right now, you just rest, you chill, you hang out with the doggies, and then, you know, when I'm done with work, you know, of course I spend time with her in between the days because I work from home and stuff. But, you know, when I'm done for the day, like in the evening, like after this, we're going to go spend time with her and going to have some dinner, and then we're going to watch some shows and then go to sleep, right? It's all good. It's all good. Jigwalk says, it is possible for Karens to stop being Karens, though it is not easy for them to change their ways. Well, I think it all boils down to this. Before I go off the air, Jigwalk and everyone else, I think the reason why these women are Karens is because they're either single and all alone and they're lonely, right? And they've tried to find the right person, but it hasn't happened, so they're feeling miserable, right? Or they're in a loveless and sexless relationship or marriage, and they feel trapped, right? So they come at me and say, "Oh, we feel Dawn is trapped with Eli. Eli's trapping Dawn. No, Dawn can do whatever she wants. Dawn is with me because she loves me and I love her. We take care of each other. She takes care of me in different ways and I take care of her, but we're a great team, right?" Tia says, "It's for the person dealing with someone who drinks. I don't agree with it. Dawn doesn't drink like these people make it out to be. No, she has a few beers every now and then, but she's not drinking like hard shots or anything like that. Like her and I have a few beers together, Like, look, you can have 2 beers, even with the higher alcohol volume, 9.5%. Okay, you can have 2 beers in a day, and that's 19% alcohol, right? You take one shot, that's 40% alcohol. You got people that are drinking fifths of vodka and other hard stuff daily, right? Those are real alcoholics, right? Dawn likes to have a beer every now and then. And the beer that she likes, Voodoo Ranger, I like it too. They've got this fruit punch IPA and Voodoo Ranger even makes like they even make like hard tea now. It's like the malt liquor, right? Like they make like peach flavored hard tea and lemon flavored hard tea. And let me tell you, it's what is it? 7.5% alcohol, but it's good. And if you're going to drink that, though, you want to drink that an hour or two before you go to bed, and you want to make sure you're not going out, you're not driving, because it'll hit you good. But I mean, if you have a social drink every now and then, it doesn't make you an alcoholic. But yeah, no, they're really what they're doing, Tia, is they're amping it up because it gets their audience to donate more. It makes me look bad, and it entertains their audience. And they donate more. Plus, when they're getting paid by like the sponsor, Silicone JO in this case, it motivates him to donate more or to give more money when they create content like that. Like when they come at Dawn, I bet you they get bonuses for that because, I'm sure even Silicone JO paying the money knows that it's going to be harder for them to talk trash about Dawn, especially if it's not true. Tommy the Dasher, is it possible for you to do a video a day in the life and see your daily routine and you're working from home? I may do that at some point. I mean, I think that would be pretty boring, to be honest with you. I talk about what I do, but actually doing what I do, I mean, like what would you be interested in seeing? Like, you want to see the inside of our house? Is that what you want? Are you trying to get a sneak peek at what the inside of our house looks like? I mean, we go live from the couch. You see a lot of it there. But what, Tommy the Dasher, like how would that benefit you? What kind of value would that bring you for me to do that? And if I were to do that, it would probably be pre-recorded and edited because there's no way I could just walk around and do a decent video going from room to room to room, right? Or I could do a stream from the studio and just talk about what I do. Tommy the Dasher created 1 minute ago. Yeah, he's probably trolling Tia. I'm going to get rid of him. Yeah, that's what I figured. For all I know, it could be the Coach J. He's changed his channel name now. Anyway. All right, folks. 69 minutes, an hour and 9 minutes, almost 70 minutes, almost an hour and 10 minutes. Christina, listen, I'm still willing to work with you and help you. I'm offering it to you. I know you didn't ask for it. I'm not trying to solicit anything. I am offering you a chance to redeem yourself on YouTube and to help you grow. Lucy says troll for sure. Absolutely. Honestly, you know what? We could learn a lot from this, okay? If you just turn this around and say, look, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have lied about the way I look. I accidentally exposed myself. I doxed myself on a live stream, but it was probably for the better. It was for the better because I didn't want to live a lie anymore. It was really eating me up. Pretending to be someone I'm not because, I was unhappy and other things is not the way I want to live life. I want to see if you can own that. Because you're not going to turn your life around until you do own that. You're not. And that's all I'm going to say, okay? We're leaving 44 in the box. Tia, thank you once again very much for the $50 super chat. Just an amazing person. Same with you, Lucy. Thank you again for your $99.99 super chat earlier. And even thank you to that Cole DK stock account that donated two $2 super chats on the earlier stream for $4. Wow, not a bad day today. And this is based off of basically 3 people. Primarily 2 people, but we'll count the $4 ones too, even though they were trolling. Just think about it this way, folks. If you're going to start a YouTube channel, you really don't need to be that big of a channel to be successful and to make a decent income as long as you do the right thing and you just relate to people and help people and be good to people and be your real self. That's all. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Lucy. Jigwalk, thank you so much. Appreciate you too, bro. And by the way, I forgot to mention earlier that the Angry Asian channel became a channel member at the $24.99 level. I don't know how many of you saw the community posting of Angry Asian. I didn't even realize yesterday Angry Asian not only donated $20, but also, gifted a channel membership at the $4.99 level, and Queen Helen Casey got it, and then became a channel member himself at the $24.99 level. That was one person, $50 yesterday, and also gifted a membership. I'm like this is such a great group of people that's so giving and helpful, and Don and I are really super grateful. And no, we're not exploiting Don, and no, I'm not grifting for Don or anything, or not using Don's medical stuff. This is all real stuff. This is all true stuff, and there are people that are connected with Don behind the scenes that talk to her regularly, like Tia and Sandra and Queen Helen Casey. They know the truth. That's all that matters. Lucy says, cool. Jigwalk, great to see the positive support here. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Nice Angry Asian, says Jigwalk. Yeah. All right, folks. We're at 73 minutes, an hour and 13 minutes. Leaving 45 in the box, 13 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.